Guys, if you ask me, what you think about Kalea guides mated by other YouTubers, the answer is one and only. I am hella pissed of the guides other Kalea YouTubers are made. And after being literally blackmailed by my friend, I decide to make my own Kalea guide. Absolutely everything I know about her. Her combos, some tricks, and stuff like that. I even hire Guy to speech everything what I type. But I don't trust him. Anyways, let's begin with it, and don't subscribe me please.
The easiest combos what you should know and actually every Kalea main know is, for example, second ability paired with first. The best to start a fight, team fight. If you're playing Kalea, this must be your first combo that you should learn. Actually, why am I teaching you basics of basics? Let's go to more important combos. First of all, let's learn some flicker combos. After spending like 20 games with Kalea, you should be able to use the airborne second skill plus flicker combo. It's easy. When Kalea fly toward the enemy on the middle of the road, you just drag flicker into a point of your choice. That's a really useful thing when you want tower dive or surprise enemy backline. But remember that combo can be easily failed. You must time flicker perfectly in the middle of, I like to name it, flying to the enemy. Now let's go to more surprising combo with second skill. As you can see, you can even use your single target option of second skill and flicker to grab your enemy under the tower, for example. This one is bit harder to learn cause time between Kalea grab enemy and slam it into the ground is shorter. But after you learn it, any enemy that get closer to you and your tower will be the easy victim. Remember, key here is in the middle of casting single target Kalea second skill, you drag flicker into a point of your choice. And that's a good thing to use with your ult, which give you almost guaranteed kill. Now for the third and the most hardest Kalea second skill combo is something like that. If enemy is running and is far away from you, you can actually surprise him with combo I like to call Franco Surprise. When you aim your second skill on the end of casting, aim flicker right to the enemy. Make sure at the end of flicker there is an opponent, unless you want to flicker behind them without grabbing them. Sadly, there is no ULT plus flicker combo, but if I discover one I immediately inform you about it. Now let's begin with some real combos. Firstly, like I said on the beginning, you need to learn as a first thing all the second and first ability combos. The most important thing after every use of the second skill is immediately using your first skill to maximize your damage and activate your passive. And you can't forget 40% slow effect applied from the first skill. The best single target combo is of course ultimate, second and first skill. Always remember to keep your passive active as long as you can. It's your main healing and AoE ability, so as long you have it, it's better. But how you can keep your passive active all the time? Well, there is a little trick that many Kalea mains didn't tell you. When there is no enemy around you, you just tap your attack button. Thanks to this, you just reset your passive and you don't need to use your second and first skill combo to activate it. But always remember, it need to be no enemy around you. No creeps, minions, enemy heroes. As you can see, she just go for creep, and thanks to this you can't reset your passive. Back to combos. The most common Kalea combo is second ability ULT. But to be honest with you, I don't dig into that combo. You just waste your water zone you create with your second skill for nothing. Sure, you can use your first ability later, but why you don't use your first ability immediately after you land and then you use ultimate? Thanks to this, you just have your passive ready to finish or heal your teammate and execute enemy you drag with you. Plus you just can use your passive twice instead of once, which is better trade. Right? Now let's talk about Waterzones, cause they are making Kalea real support godness. This part I'm making with my good friend since bots can't just do everything what I said. First of all, Waterzones provide vision. Yes, you heard that right. When you have Waterzone on the bush, it will reveal everything what's inside of it. As you can see, my friend is fully visible even if she's standing in bushes. And the best part is enemy can't see that Waterzone. Well, only if they enter that bush. The most important thing about that trick? Center of the water zone must be in bush. As you can see, enemy is not visible if center of water zone is not in bush. Immediately after I put the center on the bush, it become invincible and it can reveal enemy. Always remember that your enemy didn't see water zones when their center is on the bush. Here I was trying to do one trick with water zone that I made one day by accident. As you can see, I was trying to cast second skill after I absorbed water zone to jump into the air, but after trying so many methods I just give up. So let's just go to another part of the video and talk about second skill. Second skill is the most flexible Kalea ability you can have in her. But where you can use it? It's simple. On every obstacle. The most common obstacle you're gonna use it is of course walls or water zones edges. But how about other obstacles? You can't forget turrets, which are included as an obstacle. And absolutely you need to use them to activate your second skill AoE knockup. But don't forget one more thing. You can use even a destroyed turret as a jump point. This is the most hurtful that so many Kalea players are forgetting this one. So summarizing, you can bounce from walls, turrets, water zones and destroyed turrets using your second skill. But don't forget that there are champions with walls that Kalea can use to activate a jump. Grok is one of the examples. His second skill create a wall that Kalea can use for her business. So if enemy or ally decide to pick our beautiful Titan, use his second ability as much as possible. Another hero that ability create a wall that Kalea can use is absolutely her mentor Badang. His second skill is so good, even better than the Grok one. With Kalea's second skill that you absolutely pray for a good Badang player. But Kalea's second skill is on the other hand very risky ability if enemy have a lot of crowd control. Let's take Vexana, for me the worst Kalea matchup. Her first skill is just mated to make any Kalea player rage quit, including me. But not only Vexana, any other champion with skill that applies crowd control effect, like Sicilian, Vale, Franco or Belir, can easily stop flying Kalea, so you need to have 100% certainty that your skill will not be interrupted. So if you ask me, SaviorBoy, did you really recommend me to start to play Kalea? I easily say, yes, absolutely. Kalea is one of the few champions with the biggest crowd control effects that can easily turn the game around, like Franco, Edith, Nana or Carmilla, but she need a trusted teammate who she can support. I hope this guide will help you with mastering Kalea at least a little bit, and if yes, please actually not subscribe to me, leave a like, and type in the comments how can I upgrade this guide or if it's missing something. I think it gets like 20 views. So thanks for watching, see you next time.